separate Wildcats from the currently 5th slotted East Aurora Blue Devils at 3-7 overall, 2-4 in league play. We begin with the East Aurora Blue Devils recently finding their rhythm. They've won 3 of their last 4 games, including wins at home against Maryville and on the road at Newfane and at Lackawanna. Key there, the Blue Devils playing much better away from home than they have on their home floor. Our spotlight player for East Aurora, Addie Miller, averaging 8 points, 5 rebounds, and she leads the team in blocks as well. Number 5 in Navy Blue tonight, expected to be the key for the Blue Devils. On the flip side, for the Depew Wildcats, they have had a terrific season. But first, East Aurora, coached by Gary Schutram in his 15th season. This, the youngest team they've had, perhaps in their program's history, but Coach Schutram says this is the most fun he's had in finding new ways to coach this young team. They will look to find a win on the road tonight. Depew looking to stay perfect at home. They're 5-0 on this floor this season, 8-2 overall, mostly due to their performance against divisional opponents. As we said, 5-0. They've got 4 straight wins to start this new year against Lakeshore, Iroquois, Akron, and Maryville. 3 of those 4 in divisional play. Olivia Lizotte is the clear spotlight player for the Wildcats this season. The senior guard, 3-year varsity starter, leads the team 16 points per game, 8 rebounds a night, and 6 assists per contest. She's got 61 total assists this year. That's almost as many as East Aurora has as a team, and it's partly due to the system that Mackenzie Hill runs in her 6th season. They are looking for her 100th career victory tonight, sitting at 99-24. The Wildcats in their home white uniforms look to celebrate tonight. We'll step aside for the national anthem. When we return, objectives for both teams and tip-off as we roll on with the Denny's pregame show.
At Villa Maria College, opportunity is endless. And the Vikings are making moves on the field, in the classroom, and all throughout Western New York. Schedule your visit at visit.villa.edu.
Welcome back to the Denny's pregame on BTPM's Friday Night Lights. Denny's, America's Diner, is always open. East Aurora and Depew for girls basketball this evening in Section 6. Jack Kreuzer with you from Depew High School. Our team objectives for tonight, starting with the visiting East Aurora Blue Devils in their navy blue uniforms with red trim. Their objective number 1 offensively, they cannot be afraid of contact, especially in the paint. Instead of fading away from contact, drive into it and hope for calls. And defensively for the Blue Devils, their second objective, have active hands to disrupt the Wildcat offense. For the Depew Wildcats, their objectives, as it's gone dark here at Depew High School for the starting lineup introductions. Wildcats undefeated at home. You can already feel the home court advantage for the team in their white uniforms and baby blue trim. Their first objective for Depew, number 1, don't rush on offense. They want to slow the pace down a bit and not get frantic when East Aurora applies some pressure. And number 2 for Depew, find a body defensively when East Aurora shoots, meaning box out and win the battle of the boards. If Depew can do that, they'll find a way to win. If East Aurora can complete their objectives, they will find a way to come out on top and spoil what could be a special night for Wildcats head coach Mackenzie Hill. For Depew, there has been a late change to their starting lineup. Unfortunately, don't get to see senior guard Ella Pagano. Our thoughts with her and her family as they weren't able to make it here tonight for a personal matter. Hope that everything's all right with the Paganos, that she's not able to play tonight. So in her place, a quick change for the Wildcats is, of course, Olivia Lezot will start with Avery Smolarek, a junior forward. Cameron Domino comes in to replace Pagano at that guard position. The junior wears number 14. And rounding out the starting five, Ashley Kristoff with Ashley Coder, the two Ashleys for Depew. On the flip side, for East Aurora, Addie Miller is our spotlight player. Kaylin Legg is a key returner for them at guard. Joining them is the junior center Cameron Stiles and Ella Soroka. And we are underway from Depew High School for Friday Night Lights. The Wildcats win the tip, attacking the rim to our left to begin the first quarter. Settle back, girls high school basketball all evening long on BTPM. Thanks for joining us on radio and television tonight, wherever you may be. Wildcats ignite the offense. Near side shot from three. Off the mark from Ashley Kristoff, and a defensive rebound key for East Aurora tonight. Kaylin Legg grabs the board, and it starts the offense. Blue Devils work it inside immediately. Stiles to the baseline for Maddie Beater, a junior point guard. Her floater off the mark. Depew pushes it in transition. Ahead for Ashley Coder is too far ahead, out of bounds. East Aurora possession. Already you see the objectives come into play. Depew rushing on offense their first couple of possessions with an early shot and then a pass early in the shot clock. Perhaps ill-advised. East Aurora now with no score, a minute into play. Atop the key to the near side, Maddie Beater, junior point guard, team leader in assists. Shorter guard now, under 7 seconds to shoot. Atop the key, Kaylin Legg spins. Free throw line fadeaway off right iron, and the defensive rebound for Ashley Kristoff of Depew. The Wildcats perfect at home this season, 5-0. Last year, they won the Class A2 sectional championship. Near wing three for Lezot, around the rim and out. Rebound tips off the hands of the Blue Devils center, Cameron Stiles. And Depew will take advantage with a baseline inbound to our left. Lezot from the baseline, standing on the eye in Wildcats. Right below the basket from the low right block, Avery Smolarek lays it up and in. And Depew is on the board first. It's 2-0. For East Aurora, 2-2 on the road this season. Much better than their 1-4 record at home. Pass from the far wing inside the paint is picked off by the Wildcats' Kristoff. Ahead, they throw frantically, and it's a turnover. Oh, and turned right back from the Blue Devils. And Depew can't convert at the rack. Smolarek's shot too high. Defensive rebound for Soroka of East Aurora. Just a 2-0 lead for Depew. 5:45 to play in the opening quarter from the home of the Wildcats. Beater on the far side. 19 assists on the year for the team's leader. Near wing, our spotlight player, Addie Miller, tries to drive baseline around Ashley Coder, and she draws a foul. Our officials tonight, Bob Platek and Mark Stillman wearing the stripes. Tee us up for this baseline inbound to our right. Beater's inbound pass stolen away, a battle for it. Kristoff has it tied up. She finds Lezot for the break. Stolen right back by Beater of EA. Left elbow jumper off and to the right, and Depew tracks it down with Lezot, who fires it across the center court stripe as Depew enters the zone to our left with a 2-0 lead. Driving baseline, Ashley Coder lays it in for two. That early ignition offense from Depew. They want to get to the rack as soon as possible in the shot clock and trust that their shots will fall from outside when eventually they kick it back out. East Aurora does that here. Right wing three for Beater is short, and air ball bounces out of bounds. 4-0 Wildcats the lead. Plenty of success under head coach Hill. We mentioned the 99 wins she's got as head coach, only 24 losses. It's an 80% win rate for Coach Hill and the Wildcats since she took over just after COVID. Across the stripe, front court left. Olivia Lezot for Depew. Stutter step, pull up Jay inside the three-point line. Strong follows her shot, puts it back up from the low left block. Olivia Lezot on the board tonight as the team's leading scorer extends the lead to 6-0 Depew. An official's whistle on the floor as Addie Miller fell awkwardly behind the play. She wants to stay out there, but after the whistle, she's got to come out. So Miller exits the gym. And without the spotlight player, 8th grade guard Aurora Charlock comes in. Now 2 8th graders on the floor for East Aurora. The inbounder, Ella Soroka, also still in middle school in EA. One of, if not the youngest teams that Gary Schutram has ever had. Straightaway triple, good, off the window for Kaylin Legg. The returning senior guard for East Aurora halves the deficit. It's 6-3 Depew. They dump it inside for the lanky Ashley Coder. She misses the jumper from the left side. Offensive rebound finds Cameron Domino. Around the horn to the far side. 3 on the strong. But Lezot tries it. She smashes it from the left arc. 9-3 the lead for Depew. Lezot with 5 in the opening 4.5 minutes. On the near wing, heavy pressure defense from Lezot. Forces the ball out of bounds off of Lezot and Legg, and the Blue Devils retain possession. A change for Depew as Domino heads out. In her place comes the 8th grade guard Juliana Oliver. East Aurora right to the rack. And Oliver, fresh off the bench, picks up the foul. Second against the team, first against the 8th grade guard Juliana Oliver. And now the senior center Cameron Stiles for East Aurora misses the free throw short. Lezot the board in the lane. She takes a peek behind her as Legg was creeping up on defense as Depew enters the lane and Coder hits the floater. 11-5 the lead for Depew on their home floor. 3:14 to go in the opening quarter and a 30-second timeout from the 15-year head coach Gary Schutram at East Aurora. This, his side gig for Coach Schutram, his 9 to 5, well, nothing too special, just the CEO of the East Aurora Boys and Girls Club. And boy, having a great conversation before the game with Coach Schutram, told me how much growth and development the East Aurora Boys and Girls Club has experienced over the last calendar year. He says that as of this past fall season, they've got 1,700 members of the East Aurora Boys and Girls Club annually last year. Impressive numbers, seeing major upgrades to facilities across their campus in East Aurora. A clear feeder system to the high school athletic program that has been dominant across many sports, including girls basketball in the last 15 years under Coach Schutram. East Aurora with the ball in their traveling navy blue. Hearing the noise of the hometown fans from Depew set up behind the Wildcat bench across the way. Near mid-post, turnaround hook shot from Legg is off the mark to the right. Lezot the rebound for Depew. She bounces across the center court stripe, takes it right to the rack, dish down low. Smolarek misses the first, gets her own miss, and the putback is good. The junior forward, Avery Smolarek, able to convert. She's got 4 of Depew's 13. They're up 13-5 with 2.5 to go in the opening quarter. East Aurora starts the offense. Shot from the near wing from Legg is off the mark from 3. Offensive rebound fought for by the 8th grader Soroka, and she'll go to the free throw line. The foul on Smolarek, her first, team's third. And Soroka sinks the first free throw attempt. The 8th grader leading the team in rebounds this season. She's got 5 per game. There's no way that number 10 is standing taller than 5'5". It's an impressive mark for the 8th grader, who goes 2 for 2 from the stripe. Make it a 13-7 game. The lead for Depew. Straightaway triple off the mark from Oliver. Offensive rebound below the basket. Plenty of time for Ashley Coder, and it's a traveling violation. Ashley Coder called for the infraction, and East Aurora, after that 30-second timeout, they got a little bite to them. The young Blue Devils attacking to our right in the near wing. Leg kicks it up to the three-point line. Beater tries to bounce it inside. It's stolen away off the hands of Kristoff, and Lizot leads the rush. Dumps it down low at the basket. The layup is a miss, but a foul. Ashley Kristoff will get 2 looks from the free throw line. Number 22 in white, attacking the rim to our left, with the Wildcats leading 13-7. The Kristoff family, basketball family through and through. Ashley's older sister, her name's up on the wall to our left that Ashley shoots at as the all-time leading scorer in Depew girls basketball history with over 2,400 points. She set that mark her senior year in 2023. Currently playing just down the road in Olean at St. Bonaventure is Kaylee Kristoff. Ashley goes 2 for 2 from the stripe. On the board is the senior for Depew, and the Wildcats extend their lead back up to 8. It's 15-7 with 90 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Front court left for East Aurora. Charlock, the 8th grader, to the near side, the junior Beater inside. Back up top, Charlock straight away. Dribbles with the left. Pass to the low left block. Turnaround shot from Soroka is blocked. Here come the Wildcats. Coder. She falls but keeps it in bounds. Lizot, long pass down low for Kristoff, is picked away. Stiles, the steal for East Aurora. Ahead, Beater's jumper is off the mark, strong. Rebound fought for, and a jump ball. Good effort from Kaylin Legg, battling with Cameron Domino. There is a good example of objective number 1 for East Aurora. Don't be afraid of contact. That shot, a miss because the junior was afraid of going to the rack through the body. And a 5-second violation on the inbound. Depew will start the offense with just over a minute to go in the first. Olivia Lizot, front court left, stops her dribble and swings it atop the key for Oliver. Poked away. Here comes Charlock down the lane. Her floater with the right hand is short. Defensive rebound, Lizot. Long rainbow pass ahead for Kristoff, caught. Turnaround Jay from the right side is strong. Defensive rebound for East Aurora, and a foul as Charlock hit the deck. And the foul assessed to Cameron Domino has Depew frantic. Oh, these fans don't like the call from Bob Platek and Mark Stillman. Play resumes nonetheless. 4 fouls against Depew this opening quarter. Scores 15-7 in favor of the Wildcats, and they pick off a pass to the near wing with Lizot. Olivia Lizot eyes up the floor as she crosses the timeline on the near side. Into the corner, the triple is good for Coder. 7 points for Ashley Coder in the opening quarter. 11-point lead for Depew, 10 seconds to go in the quarter. And the fan section, they got in the head of Cameron Stiles, counting down before the clock actually wound down. Her shot a miss. The Wildcats don't get one up in time. And now we get a breather as the first quarter comes to an end. 18-7, the lead for the home Wildcats, who look to remain unbeaten on their home floor second quarter after this.
Visit Villa Maria College and discover what it means to be a Viking. Come see the energy, teamwork, and pride that makes the Villa Vikings unstoppable. Schedule your tour at visit.villa.edu.
Listen to BTPM Classical wherever you are on the BTPM Listen app. Find it in the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store.
Listen to BTPM NPR wherever you are on the BTPM Listen app. Find it in the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store.
Listen to Buffalo Toronto Public Media The Bridge wherever you are. Search for the BTPM Listen app on all your devices.
Buffalo Toronto Public Media has new and innovative ways to generate revenue for your business. We have a robust menu of digital features that can help your business grow. Contact Bill Sauer at 716-845-7000.
Around Western New York, brought to you by the Buffalo and Erie County Public Library, shows that Sweet Home boys got a big win on Wednesday, a 60-50 victory over Williamsville South in ECIC II play. The Sweet Home Panthers undefeated in divisional play. And on Wednesday night in girls hoops, it was Newport who knocked off previously unbeaten Wilson in a non-league battle. Wilson drops to 9-1, 40-34. Newport the win that night. Around Western New York, brought to you by the Buffalo and Erie County Public Library. Underway in the second quarter from Depew on BTPM's Friday Night Lights. It's the Wildcats with the first possession, leading 18-7. Olivia Lezot draws a foul, attacking the baseline 2 hour left. Jack Kreuzer with you under the direction of Dave Tasca today in Western New York. Glad you could join us on TV or radio, BTPM Create and BTPM NPR. Near wing domino for Depew. Kick to the right side for Smolarek. Back up top, quick passing. Smolarek down low between the trees. Can't hang on to it. Out of bounds off of Smolarek, and East Aurora fights for possession to start this second quarter. Fouls were 4-1 against Depew in the opening 8 minutes of play. East Aurora with their first offensive possession of the second quarter. Dribble inside the paint, turnaround hook good for Cameron Stiles. The junior center expected to take a big leap this year, averaging 6 points per game. Gets on the board, makes it a 9-point game. And a steal defensively for Maddie Beater. Directs traffic offensively for the Blue Devils in their traveling Navy. Up top, three for Soroka. Off right iron, defensive rebound, Lezot of Depew. 5 points for Lezot. Got to be nearing a double-double with the amount of rebounds she's had so far. In the near corner, Ashley Coder up top for Domino. A dribble drive, right-hand floater, strong, rebound tipped and caught by Lezot, and she puts it back in for two. 7 points already for Olivia Lezot, dominant in the paint thus far. Soroka up top for Charlock. East Aurora without their spotlight player, Addie Miller, left early in this game. She's got an ice pack on her shoulder on the bench and doesn't look like she's returning anytime soon. In her place, the 8th grade guard, Aurora Charlock, has proven valuable on both ends of the floor so far. A tipped pass out of bounds off Depew. East Aurora resets with 7 seconds on the shot clock. Near wing, tipped pass. Well beyond the arc, Beater, 3 to shoot. At the baseline, running shot is behind the backboard and a shot clock violation against the young Blue Devils. Mackenzie Hill, head coach of Depew. She preaches team defense over everything else with her team. It's what has led to 5 consecutive sectional final appearances for the Depew Wildcats. They've won 3 of those 5 title games. Lezot right to the rack from the left side. Her lefty layup is good. 9 points for the spotlight player from Depew. Left wing, East Aurora looks to respond. Left arc 3 is off the mark strong. The Wildcats the rebound. Lezot, football pass ahead. Caught below the basket by Coder. She is fouled. 22-9 the lead for Depew. They are rolling. Depew hasn't lost since December the 8th. They have been on the right side of history so far, including a big league win at Iroquois last Friday, January 8th. Near wing triple. Lezot, strong defensive rebound for East Aurora. And Soroka takes a peek, crosses over, and the 8th grader gets across the center court stripe. Far side, the junior Styles. Back up top. Around the horn, Beater swings it back for Soroka. Atop the key. It's stolen away off the hands of Emily Seifert. And behind the play, Depew will get possession at the baseline. Charlock picks up her second personal foul against East Aurora. Set up in the 2-3 zone are Gary Schutram's East Aurora Blue Devils. More of a 1-3-1 look at this point. Lizotte down to the baseline to the free throw line. Jumper for Smolarek is off to the left. Off the rim and out. East Aurora the rebound with Soroka. Quickly ahead. Left arc. Jumper inside the three-point line. Strong from Emily Seifert off the bench. She has another try from the near side. The lefty misses it short. Defensive board for Depew. Smolarek the rebound. Lizotte long pass ahead. Caught by Kristoff. Entering the three-point line. Smolarek's shot is strong. She gets the miss. And Lizotte resets. Near wing, the tall forward Ashley Coder. Cross the way. Triple for Kristoff is strong. Offensive rebound. Smolarek. Her give pass back to Kristoff is stolen away. Soroka has it for East Aurora. Bounce pass around Coder. Got around the lanky forward for Depew, but it negated the hands of Styles and out of bounds on the near side. Approaching the halfway point of the second quarter, 22-9, Depew the lead. Addie Miller, spotlight player for the East Aurora Blue Devils, sitting on the sideline, going down early in the first quarter. The team's leading scorer and rebounder on the season, sidelined with the ice on her right shoulder. We'll see if she gets a chance to come back in the game later on. Of course, health, the number one concern, especially at this level. Coder for Depew, right to the left, and she gets it to go, and a foul. Oh, Ashley Coder, what a take. And she's got a chance at one more. And the foul will go against Cameron Stiles. That is her first and the third against East Aurora this quarter. Stiles gets a breather. Substituting in is the freshman forward, Sophia Franklin. East Aurora graduated a handful of players last year. Only 5 return. Most called up from the modified and JV team this year, making up for the Blue Devils. Coder knocks down the and one, extends Depew's 29. 3:35 to go in the first half. East Aurora, mid-post left side, kick out, legs 3 is off the mark to the right. A defensive rebound for Lizotte below the basket. Juliana Oliver across the timeline. Kicks it to the right. Step inside. Long 2 for Lizotte is strong. Offensive board on the weak side. Near wing triple. Coder misses it strong. Another O board, but 2 Wildcats collide. And a reason for a traveling call as Lizotte was taken down by Cameron Domino. A traveling call against the hometown Wildcats in East Aurora. Gets possession. 3:14 to go in the first half. This is BTPM's Friday Night Lights, supported by our members and by the WNED Foundation Incorporated and by Mr. Goodbar, your headquarters for watching away games on Elmwood Avenue, and by Denny's, America's Diner is always open, and by Brighton Liquor and Wine, 930 Brighton Road in Tonawanda, and by SEI. More information at SEIC.com. Timeout on the floor called by East Aurora gives a chance for Depew head coach Mackenzie Hill to relay instructions to her squad. If we look back over the objectives for Depew tonight, their first was to not rush on offense. You see it's almost intentional from Olivia Lizotte to stretch the floor. It's certainly the game plan of the Wildcats. When I say don't rush on offense, it's the shot after that pass where usually Depew is rushing that a little too quickly against a youthful East Aurora team. If Depew can slow it down and be patient like we saw last week at Lewiston Porter when their boys team earned a couple easy layups from being patient below the basket after the catch and then laying it in uncontested. Secondly, though, Depew's second objective, find a body and box out on East Aurora shots. The Wildcats have certainly done that. They are all over the glass so far tonight. This is BTPM's Friday Night Lights in partnership with Section 6, presented by Villa Maria College, Western New York's home for innovative programs and unmatched support. Jack Kreuzer with you from Depew High School. It's the visiting East Aurora Blue Devils with possession out of the timeout. Beater around the three-point arc to the far side. Swings it to the right wing. Kaylin Legg drives inside and kicks to the far corner. Deep is strong from Siebert. Defensive rebound for Kristoff and Depew. Lizotte ahead to the right side for Oliver. She pulls a long two off front iron. Defensive rebound for EA and the 8th grader Soroka. Leading rebounder on the season, 5 per game for Soroka, nearing that mark so far in the first half. Pass down low for the Blue Devils. Franklin steps on the baseline of blue to our right. A turnover against East Aurora. 25-9, the lead for the hometown Wildcats of Depew High School. So much basketball history in this gymnasium. And wearing that signature Wildcat uniform, including Lizotte, who creates space down the near sideline. Her pass is stolen away, however, by East Aurora's Beater. The junior tries to kick it inside. It's stolen right back by the Wildcats' Oliver. Ahead near side, patiently, Lizotte's triple. Off the mark, strong. Rebound for East Aurora. This is where the pace seemingly needs to be slowed down. It takes the junior Maddie Beater to do so for East Aurora. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Beater takes a triple straight away, misses it short. Rebound kicks into the hands of Oliver and Depew. 25-9, the Wildcats the lead on BTPM's Friday Night Lights, nearing halftime. Right elbow, the Wildcats domino. Turnaround, jumper, strong. Offensive board, you bet. Ashley Kristoff gets the field goal for the Wildcats. 27-9, the lead for Depew with 90 seconds to go in the half. Beater front court right, guarded by Ashley Coder. Much shorter Beater gives it up. Right side, Franklin. Deep into the channel. Action away from the ball with 10 to shoot for Kaylin Legg. The senior drives and dishes outside. Beater slows up at the near elbow. 3 to shoot. Turnaround, no look shot is short. Under the basket. The pass, we'll call it, was caught by the Blue Devils' Franklin, but she hits the bottom of the backboard, and Depew comes away with Lizotte. Cross-court pass in the offensive zone. Kristoff's fadeaway jumper from 8 feet out on the right side is short. East Aurora, the rebound the other way. Under 45 seconds to go in the half. Drive to the rack from the right side of Beater. She has it poked out of her hands, and a foul called against Ashley Kristoff of Depew. That's the Wildcats' first foul this quarter. It's the first against Kristoff. We invite you to stick around for the halftime show on Friday Night Lights, presented by SEI. We will have our Western New York Alum of the Week, as well as our Scholar Athlete and Across Campus Players of the Week. At the baseline to our right, Beater has it poked out by a Wildcat. East Aurora resets. The junior point guard, clearly a staple for this squad. Still looking for their go-to scorer with Addie Miller sidelined with an injury early. Beater throws it off the shin of Lizotte. She'll try it again with a reset of 5 seconds to get it in. Great defense from the Wildcats, man-to-man on this inbound play, and Lizotte kicks the inbound pass that time right off the bottom of the backboard. Terrific intensity from Olivia Lizotte, the heart and soul of these Depew Wildcats. Gary Schutram recognizes a little difficult to get the ball in right now. He makes a substitution. Franklin out, Stiles back in, playing with a foul. Entry pass from Beater is short. She gets it. Her jumper is short. A miss. Coder the rebound, and she is fouled. Beater called for the personal foul, the hold. Well, check that. They'll give the foul to Cameron Stiles. That's her second. Team's fourth. 30 seconds to go in the second quarter. Lizotte down Main Street, kicks to the right side. 3 for Domino. Strong and air ball, and Miss Hustle Lizotte catches up to it in the near corner. Her fader is strong. Rebound, Depew ripped away by Domino. Oh, but a jump ball is called below the basket by Bob Platek before Domino could get full control. East Aurora will take possession with the arrow with 16 seconds to go in the first half. We'll have words from Coach Hill and Coach Schutram at halftime on adjustments heading into the second half. 10 seconds to go in the second quarter. East Aurora down 27-9. NBA 3 from Beater is off the mark to the right. Depew hustles after it in the far wing. It rolls out of bounds as the time winds down to zeros. 27-9, the lead for the Depew Wildcats after one half of play. We'll have Coach Mackenzie Hill join us in just a second for the Wildcats, who have been dominant on the glass so far through this opening half of play. This is the SEI Halftime Show, proudly supporting the WNED Foundation. More information at SEIC.com. With the head coach of the Depew Wildcats, Mackenzie Hill, looking for career win number 100 tonight. You're halfway there, up 27-9. What did you like so far?
Yeah, I think we're just working really hard and sharing the ball. We are always about being intentional and getting the best shot, and I think that's what our girls are doing right now.
Do you like the long stretch passes ahead from Lizotte so far?
So far, I think there's some we can rein in a little. We don't have to force it, but I like how we're pushing the tempo. That's what we like.
Okay, good luck in the second half,
Thank you so
Coach.
much.
We'll step aside on BTPM's Friday Night Lights and return with more of the SEI Halftime Show after this.
Visit Villa Maria College and discover what it means to be a Viking. Come see the energy, teamwork, and pride that makes the Villa Vikings unstoppable. Schedule your tour at visit.villa.edu.
Listen to Buffalo Toronto Public Media The Bridge wherever you are. Search for the BTPM Listen app on all your devices.
The learning and engagement projects from Buffalo Toronto Public Media impact our community by entertaining and informing.
Families are engaged, adults, grandparents.
They reach students and children.
There's something there for everybody.
They provide educators with material that is up to date, that is informative, and that really ignites curiosity in our students that is so crucial to creating lifelong learners.
Or if it's just a really well done piece of content.
Exactly.
They're exciting, they're engaging, and they are so educational.
Wow!
But the thing that is so great is their accessibility. You can have a phone, a desktop computer.
Or you find it on your tablet or you find it on television.
And there they are.
Helping families to do what they want to do for their children and for their future here in Western New York. It makes our community a better and stronger place because of it.
Listen to BTPM Classical wherever you are on the BTPM Listen app. Find it in the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store.
A well-crafted will or estate plan speaks volumes about your hopes and dreams for the future. It also ensures that what you've worked a lifetime for is distributed according to your wishes. As Buffalo Toronto Public Media looks to our future, we would be honored to share your legacy and ensure that quality public broadcasting is here for future generations. Please contact me, Lisa Latrovato, at 716-845-7031 for more information.
Listen to BTPM NPR wherever you are on the BTPM Listen app. Find it in the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store.
Brighton Wine and Liquor, located at 930 Brighton Avenue in Tonawanda, features wines from all over the world and expert curators who can help you select the right wine or spirit for your occasion. Brighton Wine and Liquor, 930 Brighton Road in Tonawanda.
Visit Villa.
our members and by the WNED Foundation Incorporated, and by Mr. Goodbar, your headquarters for watching away games on Elmwood Avenue, and by Denny's, America's Diner is always open, and by Brighton Liquor and Wine, 930 Brighton Road in Tonawanda, and by SEI. More information at SEIC.com. This is the SEI halftime show so far. One Depew Wildcat has entered double digits in scoring. That's Ashley Coder. Right behind her is our spotlight player for Depew, Olivia Lezot, with 9 points. This week's across-campus player of the week from Depew High School is bowling star on the boys bowling team, senior Elijah Shute. Elijah shot a 747 at the Roy Sommer Invitational at Tonawanda last Saturday, leading the team to a victory in the tournament. As a small school, Depew beat all 15 large and small opponents from Section 5 and Section 6. The boys are currently reigning sectional champs, and they're undefeated in league play at 6-0. Our across-campus player of the week, Elijah Shute. This week's Scholar Athlete of the Week is from Depew, the number 22, the guard Ashley Kristoff. She's a senior. Ashley continues to show her hard work and dedication in the classroom. She maintains a 4.0 GPA and has challenged herself with a rigorous course load, including AP Biology, pre-AP Calculus, and AP Statistics, and she has earned the Pride of New York Scholarship from the University at Buffalo. She's a 2-year member of the National Honor Society and a consistent honor roll student. Our Scholar Athlete from Depew is senior guard Ashley Kristoff. And finally, our Western New York alum of the week is women's basketball player at Mississippi State University, Madison Francis, the recent graduate from Lancaster High School, class of 2025. From Lancaster to Starkville, Maddie has brought her game to a new level in her freshman season. She currently ranks second in the country with 55 blocks this year. Maddie has recorded 5 double-doubles her freshman campaign, including a 22-point, 13-rebound performance last week against the Volunteers of Tennessee. So for Depew, we've got Ashley Kristoff with 4 points so far. For Depew, Avery Smolarek with 4. Ashley Coder leads always with 10. Lezot with 9 for the Depew Wildcats. We'll be back with the start of the second half after this.
Support for Buffalo Toronto Public Media's Friday Night Lights comes from our members and from your local Denny's. America's Diner is always open. Denny's salutes Section 6 student athletes, serving you with 18 locations throughout the region.
I'm Sarah Jane, and I'm on a mission to explore the wonders right in our own backyard with Compact Science, a YouTube series from BTPM PBS and the Buffalo Museum of Science. Together, we'll explore the physics of grain elevators, discover how Niagara Falls powers millions of homes, and learn how wings are science on a plate. If you're curious about the world around you, there's a lot to explore, and Compact Science will be your guide. Find us on the Buffalo Toronto Public Media YouTube channel.
Fill your afternoons with the arts, culture, science, and history of our region.
I think that in the city of Buffalo, there's not a place like Kleinhans Music Hall. It's a very unique place.
Here's another way to see potential and kinetic energy at work, using nothing more than popsicle sticks.
After the war, he believed there was a great future for Canadian young, and he wanted them to see the world and realize this was just a start for them. The rest was up to them.
Watch the best of our region's storytellers, Fridays and Saturdays at 3:30 p.m.
Want more PBS Kids?
Sounds great! The answer is yes! Ready for an adventure?
Then check out the PBS Kids 24/7 channel.
The whoosy, whatsy, whoosy!
The PBS Kids 24/7 channel. On anytime you want. Afternoons, evenings, even weekends.
Wow! Can't stop this moon!
Watch on Spectrum 1276, Fios 473, or 17.3.
Welcome back to the SEI Halftime Show on BTPM's Friday Night Lights. Thanks for joining us on BTPM Create and BTPM NPR on TV and radio for girls high school basketball. Jack Kreuzer with you for the SEI Halftime Show. SEI, more information at SEIC.com. Our team objectives for the Depew Wildcats tonight: don't rush on offense. You heard Coach Hill reiterate that for a second, and their second key was to find a body on East Aurora shots defensively, and the Wildcats were able to do that in the first half. We turn our attention to the East Aurora Blue Devils with 15-year head coach Gary Schutram. Coach, what did you emphasize in the locker room?
Number one, we emphasized taking care of phase one, which is rebounding. We got to get some bodies on. We got to box out. They're so aggressive on the offensive glass. We got to hold our boxes longer, and we got to get more aggressive on our offensive end. Since we're not making a ton of shots, we got to get some second and third chances.
Without Miller on the floor, who do you ask to step up as a scorer?
Well, we're looking at our two 8th graders. A couple 9th graders got to come rise to the occasion, get some good experience here playing against a really good basketball team. They're doing well so far, holding their own with Aurora, Charlock, and Ella Soroka. So pretty proud of what we got going on so far, at least for the effort that's being put forth.
Okay, thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you.
There you hear from Coach Schutram. East Aurora objectives, aside from finding a replacement for Addie Miller, objective number one, can't be afraid of contact offensively, and number two, active hands on defense. I think you can add in rebound, of course, to either team's objectives tonight. We're set for the second half of action on BTPM's Friday Night Lights. Jack Kreuzer with you as Depew starts with the ball with a 27-9 lead beginning the third quarter of play, attacking to our right. Domino with it on the far wing. Pass down low. Lizot's turnaround layup is good. Olivia Lizot's got 11 points for the Depew Wildcats tonight. 29-9 the lead, largest it's been all evening for the hometown team. Front court right, the junior point guard Maddie Beater. Down low pass for Stiles, and a foul is called on Depew. First foul of the third quarter assessed to Depew and Cameron Domino. Her second personal foul, team's first. Cameron Stiles, 2 points in the first half of play. Her first shot from the free throw line is good. Cameron Stiles on the varsity team a year ago in more of a reserve role this year. A lot more attention inside the paint. Slowly coming along as Stiles goes 2 for 2 on the trip. 29-11. East Aurora cuts into the deficit. The Wildcats with it, slowing down the pace. Olivia Lizot. To the free throw line, Coder. Quick pass, left arc, deep 2, strong. Rebound tips off of Smolarek, out of bounds. It tipped off of East Aurora's Beater at the baseline to our right, and Lizot will inbound for the Wildcats. Her eyes on Smolarek the whole way. Tipped, but Smolarek catches it. 10 to shoot for the Wildcats. Smolarek at the right side of the free throw line. Jumper is good for Domino. First points on the night for Cameron. That 20-point lead regained by Depew. Beater, pick and roll with Stiles. Her pass too far ahead of the junior center. And the Wildcats take over with the steal from Domino. Straightaway center, Lizot knives into the paint. Kicks it out to the left wing for Domino. Bounce pass, low left block. Into the corner and front court left. Inside the paint, Coder's running floater with the left is good. Ashley Coder's got a game-high 12 for Depew. The Wildcats seeking revenge for their boys basketball team who lost here earlier this week to East Aurora 61-40 on Tuesday. A double dribble called against East Aurora as they got possession in the offensive zone on the near side. The 8th grade forward Ella Soroka called for the traveling violation. 33-11 the lead for Depew. In chilly Depew, New York this Friday night. Lizot whips it to the near side. Coder runs through the lane. Her floater is an air ball short. Offensive rebound below the basket for Domino. What a start of this third quarter for Cameron Domino. Gives it to Lizotte, attacks baseline, and a charge called on Lizotte. Stiles draws it. A risky play with Stiles playing with 2 fouls. She draws the first of the night against the spotlight player from Depew, Lizotte. Pass inside for the East Aurora Blue Devils. Beater couldn't connect with the center Stiles. It bounces to the wall to our left, and Depew comes away with it. 5:40 to go in the third quarter, 33-11, the lead for Depew. Down low, Smolarek lays it in. Nifty pass from Domino. What a half she's been on a run. Inside the three-point line, running floater for Charlock is short. Offensive rebound, put back right away, in and out for East Aurora. They hustle back on defense as Lizotte is smacked from behind. The reach-in foul to Aurora Charlock. The 8th grader gets the jeers from the hometown student section. 5:16 to go in this third quarter. You got to keep your head on a swivel on this near sideline. I thought I was getting a pass for a second. 35-11 is the lead for Depew. East Aurora makes a change. Charlock comes out. Quick word with Coach Schutram. Gets the high fives down the bench, and Depew inbounds with the senior guard, Emily Seifert, into the game for EA. Lizotte for Depew, beyond the arc, hounded by Beater. Maddie Beater for East Aurora, a dog on defense. Lizotte gets past her, pushes off the defender, no call. Put back, no good for Lizotte. She misses 2, and then Smolarek got into it with Soroka, and the 8th grader took a heavy spill and then just took an elbow from Smolarek, and a timeout is called by Mackenzie Hill. Coach Schutram's halfway across the floor. No call has been made. This was almost like the 90s Avalanche and Red Wings for a second. It got chippy between the junior forward Avery Smolarek and the 8th grader Ella Soroka. Timeout called by Depew, a 30-second timeout with 4:56 to go in the third quarter. Well, that'll lively things up a little bit in Depew tonight. Around Western New York, there were some great games this week, but unfortunately, one great game everyone on the boys' side was looking forward to was postponed. The only 2 undefeated teams within the same division remaining this year, Global Concepts and Tapestry, supposed to be played Thursday. That game has been postponed with a makeup date not yet confirmed. Stay tuned at BTPM Local Sports on social media. We will let you know when that game will happen. Depew out of the timeout in the offensive third. Down low pass. Domino right to the rack. Bulldozes down a defender. Can't get the shot to go. And the rebound fought for between Domino and Stiles. A jump ball favors East Aurora. This is a nice opportunity for the East Aurora Blue Devils with such a young squad to respond to a little physicality on the road from the Depew Wildcats coming off a sectional title. Inside the paint, running floater for Kaylin Legg is off the mark. Gets her own miss. Put back, long jumper, switch. 35-13. East Aurora cuts into the deficit. 4:15 to go in the third. Straightaway triple. Oh, you betcha! For Depew straight away. And a foul after the basket was made against Smolarek. A clear push after the play. They count the three-point shot for Lizotte. But then Smolarek, who has been involved with a few of these infractions over the last few minutes, she gets a sub taken out of the game by Coach Hill. In her place comes Juliana Oliver as they rotate around. Lizotte will play more of the center position with Coder. Third foul against Smolarek of Depew. Halfway through the third quarter, 38-13, the lead for Depew. East Aurora ball, attacking the rim to our left. Straight away, Kaylin Legg turns the corner at the nail, gets tripped at the mid post on the left side, and loses possession to Domino. Lizotte triple team beyond half court. Pushes off on Legg. Kick to the left side. Coder drives the baseline, running jumper short. Offensive rebound and a foul as Ashley Kristoff went for the putback. kindly. The Depew Wildcat student section tells us what happened. A foul against East Aurora's senior guard, Emily Seifert. That is her first, team's second. Ashley Kristoff at the free throw line, 1 for 2 on the trip. Defensive rebound on the second shot, a miss. That goes for Cameron Stiles, and East Aurora's away to our left. Trailing 39-13, 3.5 to go in the third. Far corner. Swung to the near side. Back to the far wing. Beater corrals it low, picks up her dribble in the corner, floats it down to the post, looking for Stiles. It was just a hair too far. Loose ball scooped up by East Aurora with the shot clock reset. It pinballs to center. Diving attempt from Leg to keep it in front of Coder. And the whistle goes from on the far side. Leg kept it in, but her body was not. Out of bounds, Depew ball. The Blue Devils fighting tooth and nail no matter what the scoreboard reads. Oliver for Depew, all the way to the rack. A nifty move and the finish inside for the 8th graders' first points on the night. Juliana Oliver for Depew on the board. 41-13 the lead for Depew, and a foul defensively on Domino as he set up to attack to our left. Domino's got to be careful. She's got 3 of Depew's 4 this quarter. 2:46 to go in the third. East Aurora at the baseline to our left. Beater doesn't get it inbounds. In 5 seconds, the violation turns it over. Substitution for the Wildcats. Brooke Coder comes in, the senior guard. Will be out there with her sister. They'll play opposite sides of the offense for Depew, Ashley and Brooke. Number 1 and number 11. It is the senior, Brooke. Down to the low left block, Lizot tries to get around Beater, and she does with the layup from the left block. Lizot with 13 points in the game, leading all scorers is the spotlight player from Depew. 2:20 to go in the third. Seifert into the corner. Soroka up top for Beater. Down the right lane line, lost control of it. Untouched, Depew ball. Well, we remind you early in this game, Addie Miller, the junior guard for East Aurora, our spotlight player for the Blue Devils, sidelined with an apparent shoulder injury. She's still got ice on it and looks like she won't come back in tonight. Ashley Coder for Depew. Left arm, long triple from Oliver is short. Offensive board for Lizot. She misses the putback scoop. The players dive to the near sideline with Soroka battling with Brooke Coder. Out of bounds off of Brooke, and East Aurora takes possession. Under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter on BTPM's Friday Night Lights, presented by Villa Maria College. Near wing, deep, too strong from Seifert, and the rebound below the basket to the baseline off a Wildcat. Depew makes a change. First breather in a while, Ashley Kristoff, who's been absolutely dogging it tonight. She's been all over the place for the Wildcats. East Aurora gets it atop the key leg, drives and kicks. Rebound again. Left. Maddie Beater to Leg on the right side. Pull up long 3 off back iron. Rebound to the free throw line. Lizot's got it for Depew. Lizot, nice crossover before she gets to the midpoint line to shake away from Seifert. And she shakes all the way inside, but she wanted a foul on Leg. Nothing coming as she missed the shot. Beater end-to-end. Running floater from the right side. Missed it strong, and she traveled on the putback. This is Friday Night Lights on BTPM Create, Spectrum Channel 1275, and on BTPM NPR, WBFO, and WBFO HD1 Buffalo, WUBJ Jamestown, and WOLN Olean, a service of Buffalo Toronto Public Media, Local Sports. Olivia Lizot during that station ID with a nice layup from the low left block, giving her 6 points in this third quarter alone, a game high of 15. With 30 seconds to go in the third, 45-13 the lead. Depew, right arc for East Aurora. Maddie Beater, the junior, to the mid-post. Stiles draws a foul as she went right at the junior Coder in front of her. And the lengthy forward for Depew picks up the foul on defense. Oh, check that. They give the foul to Juliana Oliver. That'll be her second and the team's fifth. So Stiles to the line no matter what. First shot is true. Cameron Stiles finding a rhythm this third quarter. 6 points per game this year for the junior. She was challenged by her head coach before this season to create more offense, be a little bit more hard-nosed inside the paint. Well, it's the free throw line that's working tonight for Stiles. 4 for 4 from the stripe, giving her per-game average of 6 before the end of the third. 30-point lead for Depew, looking for one more bucket before we head to the final frame. Olivia Lizot, who hasn't taken a second on the bench all night, atop the key, inside the paint, cuts and gives it to the left side. Deep two is strong from Ava Hogate. The putback good. Depew with a 47-15 lead heading into the final frame. The Wildcats 8 minutes away from 100 wins for their sixth-year head coach. Will they do it? We'll find out after this.
Brighton Wine and Liquor, located at 930 Brighton Avenue in Tonawanda, features wines from all over the world and expert curators who can help you select the right wine or spirit for your occasion. Brighton Wine and Liquor, 930 Brighton Road in Tonawanda.
Support for Friday Night Lights comes from our members and from SEI. SEI proudly supports the WNED Foundation, connecting communities through the Friday Night Lights tradition. More information at SEIC.com.
Support for Buffalo Toronto Public Media's Friday Night Lights comes from our members and from Mr. Goodbar, your Elmwood Avenue home for football and more food, beverage, and atmosphere. At 1110 Elmwood Avenue in Buffalo, Mr. Goodbar, home of DJ Crespo's away game viewing parties.
Support for Buffalo Toronto Public Media's Friday Night Lights comes from our members and from your local Denny's. America's Diner is always open. Denny's salutes Section 6 student athletes, serving you with 18 locations throughout the region.
Welcome back to Depew High School on BTPM's Friday Night Lights. Next week, girls basketball continues from West Seneca West when the Warhawks host the Clarence Red Devils. We'll see Ava Gunnels up against Ellie Ladelpha in a battle between two of the best teams in ECIC I play next Friday at 7 p.m. 47-15 the lead for the Depew Wildcats to start this fourth quarter. Left arc, long triple for Kristoff is short, off front iron, and the rebound for East Aurora. Up the far side, Beater takes possession at the center court stripe. Swung to the near side for Aurora. Charlock back into the game. To the far side, Beater in front of the Blue Devil bench. Pick and roll down to Stiles. Caught it, then lost it as she brought it down. Good effort from Soroka in the paint to get down and dirty and try to win the ball back. And it results in an East Aurora possession on a jump ball. The arrow favors the visitors in Navy. Beater at the baseline to our left. Takes a peek. Nothing open, so she just bounces it off the knees of Kristoff in front of her. And they'll try again after a timeout called by Gary Schutram of East Aurora. So this fourth quarter, well, it might not be as meaningful to the Depew Wildcats as a program in their rich history. The five-time sectional champs have certainly had a lot to talk about. Well, perhaps the start of this new chapter of success in Depew girls basketball history. It starts with Mackenzie Hill, their sixth-year head coach, who's won 99 games so far in her coaching career. She is just 7 minutes and 24 seconds away from number 100. As she told us before the game, it's just a number. It doesn't mean anything to her. She's here focused on each game at hand, and they've certainly got a tough stretch coming up as the season winds down. She's built the schedule to really feature heavy hitters before the postseason. This team has made this the sectional final for 5 consecutive years. They're looking for more than that. State titles, that is. Up next, they will stay home, and tomorrow afternoon, quick turnaround, they'll host the Pioneer Panthers. A really good Pioneer team comes to Depew tomorrow at 12:30, just in time to end before the Bills take on the Denver Broncos in the AFC divisional round. None of the players have to miss the game, or family members, more importantly in some cases. At the baseline to our left, East Aurora to inbound with Maddie Beater. To leg on the near side, and a foul called against Depew. Holding call away from the ball goes against Cameron Domino. That's her 4th, team's first this 4th quarter. EA with 2 8th graders on the floor at the moment. Beater finds one of them. Charlock, baseline jumper in the short corner, gets blocked by Ashley Coder. Hard to get a shot over the 5'9" at least Ashley Coder. She rejects that one to the baseline. East Aurora sets up again. Bounce pass, near side, corralled by Soroka. Poked out of bounds again, and Coder with a smile takes a peek back and sees that she's being as disruptive as ever on the defensive end. Inbound for East Aurora. Beater atop the key to the right side. Long 3 for Legg. She got it. Kaylin Legg's 2nd triple of the night. 47-18 the lead for Depew. Legg has a team-high 8 points. Lizotte still in the game for Depew. Down the right lane line, gives it up. Right side, deep 2 for Domino Strong. Rebound tips off the hands of Depew's Kristoff. Stolen away by EA's 8th grader Charlock. End to end the layup short as she had a little too much pace. The rebound grabbed by Smolaric. It's ripped away from her on the floor. Lizotte corrals it. She tumbles all the way around on the ground. Both officials have their hands in the air. A travel against Lizotte. Smolaric can't believe it. Her hands on her head. Rob Platek and Mark Stillman had this entire gymnasium at attention with both their hands in the air and the travel signal from Bob Platek. Jubilation from the bench nearest us. Depew with a steal from Lizotte in the paint. The nifty move to put on the brakes at center court. Slows down the offense. Fakes the shot, gets the pass down low to Kristoff, across the baseline, layup good. Beautiful passing from the Wildcats, and Domino has another field goal. East Aurora. Here's the play call from Gary Schutram, 15-year head coach at the varsity level. He spent 15 years before that coaching at various other levels. Off the back of the rim, the 3-point try from Legg, a pure heat check. That one's strong and out of play off of Depew. 5:55 to go in the 4th. 30-second timeout for East Aurora head coach Schutram. We mentioned earlier in the night how he's the CEO of the Boys and Girls Club of East Aurora with so many members. This is 15th year coaching the varsity team. Well, his 15th year with the varsity team, it started this summer when they went to Pennsylvania, Elizabethtown, PA to be specific, to compete in a 3-day summer camp against teams from New York City, Pennsylvania, New Jersey. He said they didn't do too well in that tournament, but it got them prepared for what's to come, not only this year, but in the years down the line. And what's to come for the Blue Devils immediately following this game is a little bit of a break, and well-deserved. They played 6 games in the first 16 days of January. They get a nice 11-day rest before they host City Honors at East Aurora on January 27th. And then it picks back up again at Lakeshore for a tough divisional game in 2 days, and the 3rd game in 4 days. They'll host Springville on January 30th. So it's not an easy road from here on out for East Aurora, but at the tail end of their upcoming schedule at Maryvale versus Lackawanna, they have beat both of those divisional opponents so far this season. A clear step in moving toward a title contender for such a young team is to sweep maybe one, if not both of those season series for the Blue Devils. 5:55 to go in the 4th, 49-18 the lead for Depew. Beater to inbound at the baseline to our left. takes a Kareem right into the hands of Soroka. Her fadeaway jumper is short, but an offensive rebound for Charlock. Playing well beyond the arc are the Blue Devils. Now they knive inside. Nice pass from Peter to the free throw line. Swish for Cameron Stiles. 6 points this half for Cameron Stiles. She's got 8, a team high. 49-20, the lead for Depew. 5.5 to go in the game. Pass down low, tips to Smolaric. She misses the layup strong. Another one that's an air ball, that time from Domino. Bounces to the near wing. Coder all the way to the rack. Her lefty hook shot is strong. Rebound East Aurora. Stiles up the near side, finds Charlock right to the rack. Her jumper is high off the backboard. Rebound EA. They get it again on offense with Leg near side. Has a couple triples tonight. Gives up the ball to Beater atop the key. Front court right along the sideline. She heaves up a three. That one's strong. Rebound on the floor. Good effort from EA to get down onto it. Smolaric fell right on top of Kaylin Legg. But you've got to admire the fight and willingness to get on the floor of these scrappy Blue Devils. Again, who don't care what it says on the scoreboard. That was Coach Schustrom's biggest fear this season with such a young team. He said he was worried that the mindset would take a negative turn with the number of losses they've had that EA really hasn't dealt with throughout the last 15 years, a losing season. It's not been in their DNA. He says this team doesn't care what the score is. They're giving 110% effort the entire game, and you can see it from Kaylin Legg, that possession. Near wing three for Lizot is strong off the iron. What hustle from the Wildcat junior, Ava Hogate, to keep possession on the far side. Down low, Coder lays it in. Ashley Coder's got 14. 51-20, the lead for Depew, just over halfway through the fourth quarter. Aurora Charlock at the three-point line, dumps it inside over the head of Hogate. Caught and laid in by Soroka. She's got 4. First field goal of the night for the 8th grade forward, Soroka. Lizot, the clear driver for Depew. Step back chase. She pump faked the shot, kept her toes on the ground, so no travel. Regardless, misses the shot. Rebound EA. They bring it across the timeline with Beater. Ball on the floor, poked free by Lizot, and Oliver comes away with it. Juliana Oliver has it, stolen away from her by Charlock. No one to beat. Charlock misses it strong. Offensive rebound for Stiles. Her putback is short. Rebound to the corner, picked up by Depew's Lizot. Substitutions ready to come in for Depew. East Aurora matches that with 3 minutes to go in the game. Charlock around the horn. Hogate up top for Oliver. Doesn't like the three-point shot. Into the corner, Ashley Coder. Creates some space. 3 for Hogate, off to the right. Offensive rebound, Lizot's put back off the window and in. 19 points. The game's leader, Olivia Lizot for Depew. Under 3 minutes to go in the contest. East Aurora, pass to the near side. Inside the three-point line, fade away from Soroka is strong. Lizot the rebound, bullets it ahead for Coder. The catch and the lay, good. 55-22, Coder extends the Depew lead. EA in front of their own bench, Leg to Beater, slowing it down. Body's not moving as fast now late in the game. Charlock into the paint. Her running floater strong, gets her own miss, tipped right back to her, misses it to the left, grabs it away again on the rebound. Pass deflects off Coder and out of bounds on the near side. Sure, most players are tired when it comes to late in the fourth quarter. Not a middle schooler, as Olivia Lizot on the other side, the senior guard for Depew, gets a round of applause as her day is done with 2:06 to go in the fourth quarter. Lizot with 19 points on the night, a game high for Depew, a 55-22 lead, and the Wildcats on their way to remaining undefeated at home this season. East Aurora with it, and substitutions on both sides into the game. Near side, Juliette Buccieri right to the rack as it poked away from her. Juliana Oliver ahead for Ashley Coder through traffic, draws a foul. through 2 defenders. Emily Seifert was one of them. And the foul will go to Seifert. That's her second. More substitutions with under 2 minutes to go in the game. Ashley Coder at the free throw line for Depew. A round of applause for East Aurora's 8th grader Ella Soroka. Soroka and Charlock, for the majority of this game, show they would fit in on most varsity basketball teams in Western New York at this level, despite going to middle school classes in the mornings and during the day. There's no difference in the play level of Ella Soroka and Aurora Charlock for EA. And I would argue that Juliana Oliver, same thing for the 8th grader on Depew. They fit in quite well with the varsity squad at this level. Coder unable to connect at the free throw line. East Aurora with it the other way. Turnaround jumper from the near side for Buccieri. Missed it strong. Offensive rebound. Put back below the basket from Dana Carlson is strong. And Depew gets a rebound. Coder up ahead to her sister. Brooke lays it in. Brooke Coder's on the board. The senior guard's got 2. 57-22 the lead for Depew. Just over a minute to go. East Aurora, right arc, long heave for 3 from Buccieri, misses it strong. Out of bounds on the air ball, Depew gets possession. The Wildcats walk it up the floor with Juliana Oliver, the 8th grader in the Depew school system. Up ahead, Ashley Coder through the lane, finds her sister on the right side. Brooke dances around one defender, gives it to Ashley. To the right side, Oliver heaves a triple, an air ball short. And an air ball to the baseline out of bounds. Teams trade air balls in the final minute of the 4th. At times, this can be the most exciting moment of the game when the bench players are in and some of the starters get to cheer on their teammates. Emily Seifert for East Aurora, 30 seconds to go. Up top, Buccieri. She's taken a couple shots. Unselfish this time. Leg. Right wing 3 off the front iron. Offensive rebound, and Anderson is blocked down low. And another rejection from Coder. Up ahead, Brooke has it on the far timeline. Spins across the stripe, and she tried to keep her right toe planted. Despite the splits attempt, she did travel. East Aurora ball. 11 seconds to go in the game. Buccieri. Knives through the lane. She gets rejected by Ashley Coder. Brooke gets the ball with 3 seconds to go. Stolen away. Layup good at the buzzer for Juliette Buccieri for East Aurora. 57-24 the final for Depew. And head coach Mackenzie Hill has won her 100th career game. What a resume for the young head coach for Depew in her 6th season. Mackenzie Hill, 100 wins, just 24 losses. We'll talk to Coach Hill and our player of the game, Olivia Lizot, after this on BTPM's Friday Night Lights.
Visit Villa Maria College and discover what it means to be a Viking. Come see the energy, teamwork, and pride that makes the Villa Vikings unstoppable. Schedule your tour at visit.villa.edu.
Listen to BTPM Classical where you are on the BTPM Listen app. Find it in the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store.
Listen to BTPM NPR wherever you are on the BTPM Listen app. Find it in the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store.
Listen to Buffalo Toronto Public Media The Bridge wherever you are. Search for the BTPM Listen app on all your devices.
Buffalo Toronto Public Media has new and innovative ways to generate revenue for your business. We have a robust menu of digital features that can help your business grow. Contact Bill Sauer at 716-845-7000.
It's a picture-perfect moment for head coach Mackenzie Hill of the Depew Wildcats. 100 wins as the head coach of the Wildcats in just 6 seasons. Quite an accomplishment to go along with 5 consecutive sectional final appearances, 3 sectional titles, 4 divisional titles. The Wildcats are on their way to more success this season under head coach Hill. The Wildcats win this one 57-24. They defeat the East Aurora Blue Devils on their home floor to remain unbeaten at Depew High School. Jack Kreuzer with you for the BTPM Friday Night Lights post-game show, brought to you by Villa Maria College, Western New York's home for innovative programs and unmatched support. We'll have Olivia Lezot and Coach Mackenzie Hill join us in just a moment. We'll step aside quickly and we'll return with those two on the air for a quick chat. This is BTPM's Friday Night Lights.
Brighton Wine and Liquor, located at 930 Brighton Avenue in Tonawanda, features wines from all over the world and expert curators who can help you select the right wine or spirit for your occasion. Brighton Wine and Liquor, 930 Brighton Road in Tonawanda.
Support for Friday Night Lights comes from our members and from SEI. SEI proudly supports the WNED Foundation, connecting communities through the Friday Night Lights tradition. More information at SEIC.com.
Support for Buffalo Toronto Public Media's Friday Night Lights comes from our members and from Mr. Goodbar, your Elmwood Avenue home for football and more food, beverage, and atmosphere. At 1110 Elmwood Avenue in Buffalo, Mr. Goodbar, home of DJ Crespo's away game viewing parties.
Support for Buffalo Toronto Public Media's Friday Night Lights comes from our members and from your local Denny's. America's Diner is always open. Denny's salutes Section 6 student athletes, serving you with 18 locations throughout the region.
Welcome back to Depew High School. The Wildcats victorious tonight, 57-24. Depew defeats East Aurora on BTPM's Friday Night Lights. We continue on with the Villa Maria College post-game show, joined by our player of the game, Olivia Lezot, and the head coach, Mackenzie Hill. Career victory number 100 of her coaching career. Coach Hill, your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a special group, so to get it with them, it means a lot. When I got here, they were all little baby 7th graders, so it's exciting, very exciting stuff.
How cool is it, Olivia, to be a part of this and the foundation of what is to become the next chapter of Depew girls basketball?
It's pretty cool, honestly, being with Kenzie for this long, and I'm really glad that she's my coach and I can be with her for the rest of my senior year.
What's it been like since she came to town and since you've been called up to varsity? Take me inside the relationship that you two have.
Well, I was a little baby 7th grader when she first noticed me and everything, and then she had talked to me and was like, I really want you on varsity. And then ever since then, in 8th grade, I was on varsity. Won a couple of sectional championships. Hopefully get one this year. And it's been really nice being with her.
Coach, what's it like having a player like Olivia to have with you through your early stages of your career?
Yeah, I remember when she was an 8th grader, there was a specific play out by our bench. She got pushed out of bounds, and she let the girl push her. And I just remember being like, Liv, be strong with it. And then I had to think, like, you just turned 13. Like, this is crazy. So it's been a journey. To have her on the floor is just extraordinary. It's a little coach out there. She knows my system, and she does it well. So it's been, like, pretty remarkable.
Things got pretty physical in this game, despite the score in the second quarter. How was it battling with the younger Blue Devils, giving you some physical pushback? How do you feel your team responded?
It's always a battle with East Aurora no matter what, but I feel like we responded really well, and we just played with them whatever they gave us.
Coach Hill, same thing to you.
Yeah, no, I said it was going to be a physical battle. Like I said, Gary always has his team playing hard, and we just had to handle the run. We said weather the storm, always.
Well, you've got a quick turnaround here with a really good Pioneer team coming in tomorrow afternoon. How do you reset and refresh? Both of you start Liv.
Just keep the energy from today and push it over to tomorrow and hopefully secure the W tomorrow.
How do you keep the Bills game out of your mind tomorrow?
Get the dub here first and then go celebrate, yeah.
Go. Thanks, Coach Hill, and thank you, Olivia, for joining us. Our player of the game, Olivia Lezot. 19 points, a game high for the Depew Wildcats, and head coach Mackenzie Hill. 100 career wins as head coach. Congrats.
Thank you so much.
Visit Villa Maria College and discover what it means to be a Viking. Come see the energy, teamwork, and pride that makes the Villa Vikings unstoppable. Schedule your tour at visit.villa.edu.
Listen to BTPM Classical wherever you are on the BTPM Listen app. Find it in the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store.
Listen to BTPM NPR wherever you are on the BTPM Listen app. Find it in the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store.
Listen to Buffalo Toronto Public Media The Bridge wherever you are. Search for the BTPM Listen app on all your devices.
Buffalo Toronto Public Media has new and innovative ways to generate revenue for your business. We have a robust menu of digital features that can help your business grow. Contact Bill Sauer at 716-845-7000.
The Depew Wildcats with an emphatic 57-24 victory on their home floor to be 6-0 at Depew High School. They defeat the East Aurora Blue Devils on BTPM's Friday Night Lights. Presented by Villa Maria College, this is the Villa Maria College postgame show. Villa Maria, Western New York's home for innovative programs and unmatched support. Jack Kreuzer with you, courtside at Depew High School. My thanks to our entire crew tonight to bring this game to you. And what a game it was for Depew, with two players scoring in double digits. Our spotlight player is clearly our player of the game, Olivia Liza. As you just heard in the previous segment. And I think it's great that she's got a mentor like Mackenzie Hill, who played high school in this area. And Coach Hill was a player of the year in Western New York and in the state back in 2013 and 2014 at Elba High School. For Olivia Liza to have that kind of mentor, that's what it's all about, isn't it, at the high school level. And certainly it's paid off in championships on the floor. And I can only assume it will pay off in championships off the floor in the life of Olivia Liza post-high school as well. But the senior is clearly our player of the game tonight with 19 points, at least 10 rebounds. I wasn't tracking him. Sorry, Bill. I'll get on that next week. But she was unbelievable. Ashley Coder ended the game with 16 points for Depew as well. For East Aurora, it was Cameron Stiles who found a rhythm at the free throw line in the second half. The junior center for EA ends the day with a team-high 8 points. Again, our thoughts are with Addie Miller for East Aurora, who left this game early with an injury. No update on her health status, but hopefully the junior guard can find her health and get back on the floor in due time for the Blue Devils. Next week, we will be at West Seneca West for the combined East and West of West Seneca Warhawks. Mostly West Seneca West players will be at West when they host the Clarence Red Devils. That should be a really fun one from West Seneca, whose combination this year in ECIC I has them right at the top of the divisional standings. They, in fact, have a game tomorrow afternoon, moved up against Orchard Park for the top spot in ECIC I. Don't worry, we'll have a recap of that game next Friday when they host the Clarence Red Devils, who we saw in December. Ellie Ladelfa, the sophomore sensation, will be our spotlight next week for Clarence. Should be a fun one. Hope you can join us at 7 o'clock on BTPM Create and BTPM NPR. Thanks for joining us this evening from Depew High School. My thanks to our entire crew under the direction tonight of Dave Tasca. This is Jack Kreuzer saying for our entire staff at Buffalo Toronto Public Media, including the VP of Digital Revenue Strategies, Bill Sauer, and CEO Tom Calderon, executive producer Pat Kelly, this is Jack Kreuzer saying till next time, I bid you adieu.